This is Josh Beehre, Blues number 341, and you're tuned into the Hurt Locker.
Reed, beautiful for Reed. Holds it up. Oh, that's magnificent. Roxy McCall in the corner.
New Zealand are the champions.
It's good. Pops it up to Tony Wilcox. There's the first try of the final.
He's got the bounce. He's had the numbers up and down.
Founded in 2010, Freedom Internet is proudly 100% New Zealand owned. They specialize in safe, high-end speed internet for residential homes and apartments. Freedom Internet offers flexible short and long stay options that get you connected from day one. With a strong focus on service, innovation, and community, Freedom Internet is redefining what it means to get connected the Kiwi way. Freedom Internet, building community 1 gig at a time. Sign up today at freedominternet.co.nz and experience the difference that freedom gives. From the banks of Whangarei, now locking up in the Super Rugby Pacific, Joshy's journey is what most dreams are made of. Once a kid watching the Blues from the hill, he's now wearing that jersey with pride, a true product of getting stuck into mahi in the Blues system. A Fred Allen Award winner and a name locked in through to 2027. Tough, relentless in the ruck and built for the big stage. Northland bred, 09 sharpened and Blues through and through. It's the big man himself, the big dog, Josh Beehre. Welcome to the poddy, my boy.
Thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate the intro. That's great.
First poddy, eh?
First poddy, bro. So a little bit nervous, but obviously I know you, so it should be should be sweet, bro.
Nah, bro, it's so good to have you here, bro. And like you said, what I didn't realize as well, when I look back at our photos here, we actually knew each other since we were 17.
Bro, yeah.
It's actually crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Like, it's weird how fast time's gone, especially with some of the boys. And like, you still jam with heaps of the boys now, like Quinton and all those boys. Like, our old photos, it's so funny, eh?
It is funny, bro. I feel like we've come a long way since
Yeah,
those photos.
pretty ridiculous actually watching how gangster some of the boys have gone, eh?
Yeah.
And like, obviously you stuck in with Super and consistently in Super, established Super. And then some of the boys in the fringes now, everyone's just gunning, eh? Just going
Sure,
in
bro.
their own
Like,
thing.
if you look back at the Blues 18s photo, there's heaps of faces. You're
Yes,
like, oh, bro, he's doing well. He's doing well.
bro.
Like,
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, eh?
Yeah, 100%. How's the body, bro? All good?
Nah, body's good, eh? We got a bye week this week, so it's always good to refresh it up.
Yeah.
But nah, body's in a good spot, and yeah.
Yeah, nah, bro, and it's been mean to watch you. I remember in academy, you debuted when we were second year academy, eh?
Yeah. I debuted second year academy.
Yeah, and so you were
the
I think you were the first one out. You were the first one out the blocks out of our
yeah.
cohort.
Me and Sam debuted the same game. Sam Hainsworth.
Oh, did he debut
Yeah, we
with you?
debuted the same game.
Oh,
so,
true.
Yeah, probably me and him. I think so. Yeah, but it was pretty.
The first two out the blocks, and then now obviously you guys are established.
Yeah.
It feels like time's gone fast, but actually it's been a couple of years, eh?
Yeah, it's like it sort of goes both ways a little bit. Like you think, oh, that is a few years ago, but then it doesn't feel that long ago as well at the same time. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, how's it been? A full-time rugby player, bro, a full-time professional, been good over the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it's obviously it's pretty surreal sometimes. You think like oh, what am I doing? This is like kind of crazy. But then some days you're like, oh no, like I sort of belong here, and you feel a bit more sure about yourself. So
yeah.
No, that's cool, bro. Like I'm pretty grateful to be in the opportunity, like position I am, and I've had some things go my way, which other boys can't say they have. So, no, I'm grateful for it, and hopefully can keep going along.
Yeah. So obviously living in the 09, bro. You're still in the same. What's your living situation at the moment? Flatting up?
I'm in a flat, so I stay with my partner in the flat, and then a couple other flatmates. Oh, Leo. Yeah. Leo's girlfriend and a couple others. So yeah, it was good. I had to move out the rugby flat last year. Mix it up a little bit this year.
Yeah,
but it's been good, bro. It's like I feel like I've been pretty lucky with the people I've lived with. Obviously, you probably know a few of them, and they're just good people.
Bro. So
really
where are you guys staying at the moment?
We're sort of just an Epsom, actually pretty close to HQ, so it works real well. Yeah, real well.
But that saves you from the shitty traffic, bro.
Right,
It's actually
for sure.
shocking, shocking in the 09.
I can live close enough that I probably should be walking, and everyone's
really?
and everyone's saying like, bro, why did you walk to work? And I was just like,
bro.
not today.
Man, how often are you heading back home these days? I mean, you won't get too much time off, eh?
Yeah, no, not heaps. I hit I don't know, hard to know, like when you get opportunity, but I went up last bye week, and I'm heading up on the weekend too, so just whenever I get opportunity to have a little refresh, it's good.
Bro, that's the one. And with the obviously with all like the Blues boys and stuff, you guys obviously keeping on the grind over the last couple of weeks and the last couple of months. What's it like for the boys in the environment right now? Are all the boys quite locked in and just trying to keep it moving, eh?
Yeah, for sure. The boys are definitely locked in. Obviously things haven't gone our way completely this year, but I think we're still confident in what we're doing, and hoping to sharpen the sword towards the end of the season.
Sure.
And keep it
Yeah,
pushing.
that's exactly the one. Oh, sweet, bro. So what we're gonna do is we'll wind it straight back, bro. We'll go like right back to where you started. So obviously in the Naughty North, bro.
That's it, bro.
Talk to us about where you're born and bred.
Yeah, so born and raised like half an hour north of Whangarei.
Yeah.
Into a little town called Hukaranui, just like a bit of a farming sort of town. So yeah, went to Hukaranui Primary, which is like pretty rural school. There's probably about 80 to 100 kids when I was there. So there was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 other boys in my year. And like, so it was a real small school, bare feet sort of setup.
How many people in your school, bro? Reckon?
When I was there, like 80 to 100. Yeah.
80 to
100
100.
in the
That's
whole
what
school.
you meant, 80 to... Oh, my little fuck.
So year 1 to 8.
My
So
days.
no, it was pretty like, at the time, obviously, you think it's normal, but then you come away, like people like you go to big primary schools and stuff, so it's quite different. But pretty standard sort of like rural upbringing. My parents are dairy farmers who work hard. I got 2 sisters, so I'm the middle, and just sort of from that aspect, just grew up on the farm. Your
sibs do mahi out of the farm, or are they working on the farm?
Nah, they my little sister's down in Christchurch, and my other one's just working in Auckland here.
Oh, is that why you head down to Christchurch a fair bit?
A little bit.
Just boys are?
Yeah, like I got a few mates. I had a few mates down there too,
Oh,
so
mate.
I'll catch up. Try and catch up with
She
them
at
as well.
uni down there, or
Yeah,
mate?
yeah, she's in her
Mean, bro.
last year of uni, I think so.
Mean.
Yeah.
Bro, that's gone. Yeah,
pretty
Christchurch
cool.
is actually a mean place for uni.
Bro,
I reckon,
it's a good spot, eh? Like
Yeah.
I think it's got a good balance of, like a bit of party stuff, but it's also good place to be, I reckon.
100%. I just got back from I literally flew back yesterday from Diners.
Oh yeah.
And because my little brother turned 21st, bro.
Oh, true. That would have been crazy.
Holy moly, bro. Crazy. I feel so crooked, eh? I feel so crooked. Especially on the flight back, bro. Nasty, bro. Nasty.
Is he 21? I thought he was.
Yeah, bro,
he was a little
21.
younger than that.
Yeah,
Wow.
so he's playing code down there,
Oh,
for
cool,
one of
eh?
the clubs down there, but loves it, eh? G-Tech.
Yeah.
That's all right. There's a couple of the boys down there that were from G-Tech, I think.
Oh, true.
Yo, and so I think I forgot what his name was. I was talking to one of the boys that knew you though.
Yeah.
Because he was asking who I have next on. I was like, oh, the bro Josh, and he was
Oh,
like,
man.
oh, Josh Beard, and I was like, yeah, that guy. What I was gonna say, he was like a mad alky, eh? Bro, he was straight on it.
Yeah.
So, bro, so what kind of dairy farm? Cows and everything?
Yeah, yeah. So just a standard dairy farm. I think we had about 250 cows. My mum, yeah. My mum's gonna tell me off if I got that wrong, but
Far out.
yeah, like my parents are pretty locked into it. Had a couple workers, and I never really enjoyed it when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But I still, went out and did it. When mum and dad made me. But like now I'm definitely more like appreciative of it. Like being able to go back, especially being from like living in Auckland now. Quite a different energy to go back and slow things down a little bit, which I quite enjoy.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where a lot of your kind of hard work kind of stem from? Just watching mum and dad kind of grind out in that.
Like
that
maybe,
dairy farm?
yeah. Like it is. I don't know. It's a bit hard to know, but I think probably when you're young, the people around you probably have quite a big influence on you. So
yeah,
I think
100%.
like, both of them do work really hard. So
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah, I to be fair, like there's so many times like when because you know how there's that obvious connotation when you play like farmer boys and stuff. It's like, nah, Steve, bro, I don't want to play the farmer boys.
Right, well, you
and
can
like, just built different, eh? I reckon the farmer boys built different. Also, like for a side note, Josh is probably the first person I've ever met that during a Bronco started vomiting, but he was vomiting while he was running. That was so funny, bro. I remember watching it at the front. All I hear is
From way behind you.
No, he was no, you were way in front. I think you were like 3 in front of me, 3 reps in front of me, and I was just watching you run it. All I hear is and you just pull your shirt over and you're like, I just start running still.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. Yeah.
Bro, what kind of Bronco times are you running now? Just for side pace?
Like PB, are just under 5. But like
Yeah, but how heavy are you as well?
I'm like 120, 121. Yeah. So that's where when I'm at my best, I feel like that's where I am. But
Holy hell! So you're doing 121, 121 kicks, 6'5".
Yeah.
Running under 5 Bronco. That's
Ideally,
Yeah, but
I've had a
still,
couple
bro.
of early 5s and stuff. So,
but that's still
truthful,
crazy.
yeah.
Far out. That's mean. Going to so year 1 to 8. What happens after that? What intermediate do you go to? Still around the area?
Nah, so I sort of headed into, I don't know how well you know Whangarei, but Kamo Intermediate, which is like a little bit bigger. I don't know how many kids would have gone there, but maybe like 500 if I had to guess. So it was like quite a big step up, from going to a little primary school.
Yeah.
So that was opened my eyes up a little bit. Actually, like still friends with some people like who I went there with now. So it was like, it's pretty cool. And then after that, I headed off to Whangarei Boys, which was like like half an hour away from where I live. But no, it was a cool school area. I really enjoyed my time at Whangarei Boys.
Yeah, 100%. And Whangarei Boys as well known, like heaps of people kind of know about Whangarei Boys.
Yeah.
It's probably the main college in the area, would it be?
Yeah, it's actually like pretty big. Like 1,500 boys go there, I think.
Yeah.
So it's actually a pretty big school. There's a couple other like high schools and stuff, but like a lot of boys who, especially trying to play rugby and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of the school to go to. Even boys come further down up north who don't. Come
100%. When did rugby start for you then as a kid?
Yeah, I started rugby when I was like 4 or 5 years old. So I played for my local club in Northern. Yeah. We sort of live like almost across the road from it, which is actually like a club that's going pretty well up there at the moment. I think they've won like a few of the last premierships and stuff up there. So it's cool to see. They got the Rush brothers and a couple of boys playing for them.
Yeah, they'll be stacked.
So like boys are heading from out of town to come out and play for us. So I think 100%. The club's in a cool spot. So I played for them. I don't know, until I was like maybe year 8, year 9, and then we headed into play Whangarei Boys under 14s and 15s and stuff. I spent a couple of years at like a other club when I was just growing up. I think I was a couple of years below the rest of the boys because I was looking at boys who I played with when I was like 5 or 6, and they were like almost a couple of years older than me. So I think I was playing upper grade just because there wasn't many teams, which I think must have helped. Like you know 100%, what I mean?
Bro.
So yeah, and then I went to Whangarei Boys, played under like 14s and 15s and 16s there. And then I played my last 2 years at Whangarei Boys, played first 15. So yeah, no, it was pretty cool.
When you're going into like, especially in high school and going in the grades and because obviously you go from club like year 7 and 8, you're still kind of jamming clubbish. And then year 9 onwards, you pretty much just focus on school. Was that how it went for you guys? Like,
yeah, there's still a few boys who play because the Whangarei Boys, when you're in like year 9 and 10, they still play in the club competition. So it's like some boys stick with their club, or some boys go to Whangarei Boys. But I think I wanted to play in the first 15, so I think I thought it was the best. I don't think it really made too much of a difference, but that's what I sort of did. And I had a few mates who were playing in the Whangarei Boys team too. So yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I really
from young
it.
Was it always rugby? Did you always want to? Is that your vision as a youngin?
Like I always, sorry. I've always like loved rugby. Like even the other day I was going through some stuff at home and like all the rugby cards collected, and I feel like I've always been like a huge fan of rugby.
Yeah.
But like to be honest, growing up I wasn't like a gun crazy. Like I feel like I wasn't a bad player, but you know I feel like there was definitely better players in the teams and stuff than me. So like I probably would have been a little bit delusional if I thought it was gonna be like you know like always like gonna work out the way it has. But
you wanted it.
I just loved it, bro.
Yes,
like,
yeah.
Watching every game and like just obsessed with it. I could name every player like sort of set up and
bro,
yeah. So it's pretty cool. Like now, I wish that like obviously you can't really do anything about it, but like if a younger me could see where I'm at now, I think it'd be it'd be pretty cool.
100%.
Yeah.
Bro, I just had Peter Alatini in this morning.
Man.
And we were talking about that stuff. And he said one of the craziest thing is just self-belief as a young kid.
Yeah.
Like I think, and that's probably a problem for our gen, I reckon, just growing up and especially with like social media through about like high school and that. And with the noise, you kind of knuckle down to the noise too much. Like, oh, that player's coming, or you have to line up against that player. Whereas if you just locked into, you know, what you knew you could do and believe, right, crazy. And I mean, for guys like you, the consistency and hard work just paid off in the end, like.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think so. And obviously, I've been like fortunate. I've had some good coaches, and a lot of things go my way. You know, some boys get injured or it doesn't work out. Like you know, don't get selected and stuff. So I'm definitely aware that that's part of it. But I think I think I've worked hard at it too. So.
What position were you playing? Kind of like, did you always play lock?
Nah, I played like a few different positions. I think I might have been a back when I was like real younger, and then once I sort of moved into like playing for Whangarei Boys, I spent a year at prop, which I got a bit chubby, so I spent a year at prop. So that might have been maybe a 10, and then I played a bit of lock, a bit of like 6. I played 6 for first 15,
and
then I played like a little bit of number 8 and stuff. But as I guess I've always sort of been a little bit like. A little bit taller than everyone else, so I guess lock or 6 or 8. Yeah.
But that's me. And so, when did you really specialize on lock, like where you are now?
Well, I think when I left Whangarei Boys, the year when I went to Hastings, my last year. So I finished my 5 years at Whangarei Boys, and then I chose to go down to Hastings. Yeah. And I think I sort of just played lock from there, and then obviously academy and stuff comes through. So
when you went to Hastings, was that when you chopped us in the final?
No, that was actually the year after, bro. That was the year after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
That was actually a big reason I went to Hastings is because they were national champs. Yeah. Like the year before. Yeah. So it was like a pretty because I finished at Whangarei Boys. I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I broke my collarbone in my last year of school. Yeah. I don't think I would have made Blues 18s or anything, but I sort of felt like I didn't really give it a crack. So I was like, you know, I was young, so I was like, oh, why not just give rugby one hard year, and then if it doesn't work out, then I'll just pull a bit back on it and do something to like play socially and either get a trade or go to uni. Yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna just try to lock in for a year. So I sort of did my own research, like I found different schools and stuff.
Yeah. How'd you manage to pull the strings for Hastings though? That's
a
tough school.
It's a like pretty funny story. So I had a couple help, but I helped from a couple of my PE teachers. Yeah. So JT Thomas and Mr. Jones, Lee Jones, I have to give them a shout out. Yeah. They were like really helpful to me. So I like sort of wrote up who I was, almost like a, you know, if you're applying for a job, something like that. Yeah. I went through all my like high school games and like screen recorded all my highlights and stuff. Went to my dad's work. He had a workmate who helped me like make into a video. So I made this whole page and I sent it out. You know the top 200 guy? Yeah. I like searched up. I like searched up all the schools that were like a sort of above Whangarei that weren't in Auckland, because Auckland had the that rule that you can't play. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just like all the schools that are higher, just like gonna send this out. Yeah. Some are gonna get replies, some aren't. So I just searched up like on their websites, like the director of rugby or like just someone up there with rugby. So I got some replies, and obviously a lot of people didn't see or didn't reply to it, which was fine. But one of the PE teachers, JT Thomas, he actually knew one of the coaches down there, toughness. Yeah. And so he sort of said like, oh, this could send you an email, like it might be worth having a look at. Again. So then I think Tough might have called me, or JT called me and sort of said like, oh yeah, why don't you come down and like have a look? Yeah. And there's a couple other schools. I think I spoke to Scots over Zoom, and I spent a day down in Roders with Geordie Hutchings, bro. True. Yeah. We had like a trial day down there, and we got put through the ringer, bro. But it was we were like staying in the halls, like sleeping in the hallway on a mattress, bro. But it was actually it was actually real cool. Like actually, I could have seen myself going to Roders too, but I think just because of what you were saying before, Hastings being national champs the year before, I was like, and they were keen. I was like, I might as well just go to Hastings. 100%. And that was probably like, if I look back on my rugby career and like my life journey, I think that was a massive decision for me. Like I think I grew up a lot in that year. Like coming out of year 13, coming out of school, I feel like almost like a little boy. You know what I mean? Like didn't really know what I was up to, and like just mucking around a bit. Yeah. But then I sort of spent that year away at Hastings. You know, going down there, I didn't know anyone. I live with a host family, Karen and Turbo, who were like.
Also, wasn't a boarding?
No, they don't have a boarding house down there. Yeah. So I live with a host family, and I think I just did a lot of growing up. Which like it wasn't all easy down there for me, but I think I had like a good host family. I like amazing coaches. I can't say enough good things. Tough Iosa, like Carl Lowe, remember who played 7 for the Hurricanes? Oh yeah. Or even the manager Jason Bird. Like I think those guys were just like massive for me. Like they sort of just backed me, and I just could chat with them, and I think it was just a massive year for me. Yeah.
So what year were you talking? 2020.
That's 2020. Yeah. So I repeated, went down there, and I think I did. Just grew a lot off the field, and I think it sort of translated a little bit on the field.
It's pretty awesome. So the story of going from, I mean, you know, in Northland, just as a result of being in the area, you obviously have to switch, schools and zones to get around. And then you get to the point where you felt in yourself that you wanted to lock in for a year. If you already had that mindset and the opportunity came, you took that opportunity, and then, you know, you managed to kind of soak in a lot of knowledge and coaching by obviously the guys that you mentioned. As a player, obviously, you must feel like that molded you into, you know, a lot of what you eventuated to be.
For sure, yeah. And I feel like I'm really proud to be from Whangarei, and I'm really proud to be from Hastings, because I feel like both of those have been a massive contributor. But like especially Hastings, like they're like it was almost like an academy set up, and we had other boys like working hard, and it was just like it was actually massive for me, bro. Like I can't probably say enough good things about Hastings.
Bro, that's awesome. So at Hastings, was there quite a big difference rugby wise to what you were doing at Whangarei Boys?
Yeah, it was a lot more like a bit more resource into it.
I see.
Like at Whangarei Boys, we just had like a PE teach coaching, and like it was more the boys sort of just like we had a cool group there at Whangarei Boys. That's probably been like one of my favorite years. The last year we played, but it was we sort of like almost coaching ourselves, just trying to figure it out. I actually reckon in year 13 we had like a pretty good team. You know, so like some pretty unreal players, and we actually beat Westlake. I know you brought it up in that.
I got a couple questions about that.
So that was a pretty cool day when we beat Westlake, and we lost to them in the final. Like, to be fair to them, but like, for a team like Whangarei probably has a lot less resources than some of those other
100%.
shore schools. I think we did pretty well, and it was
Yeah.
like real enjoyable. Yeah.
Yeah. So why did you end up playing Westlake in that?
Nah, because Whangarei plays in the harbour competition.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
Whangarei-
Yes,
so
yeah,
they play like
Man, you guys must do a fair bit of driving for all of that.
bro, yeah. So we'd hit
competition
down
games.
away games. It'd be like 2 hours, 2.5 hours on the bus.
All on
game
Saturday
day.
as well.
Yeah, on Saturday.
Yeah. It's
So yeah,
just
like to
tiring,
play
eh?
teams like Rosmini, Rangitoto.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Man,
I think
bro.
Manyarewa are also in it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
even
so-
though they're on the total flip side.
Yeah, I know, which is kind of random, but it was cool. They added a different way to play the
Yeah,
game
sick.
into their competition. I think.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, you ended up in Auckland Academy in the Hastings, and in 2020, it was probably a bit weird because even though you had a great year, it was probably also stumbled by COVID. I mean, COVID came and gave everyone a little bit of a slap around. But you end up in that blues system. Was
Yeah.
that kind of the first thing with blues you ended up doing?
Yeah, so because I'd signed, like when I was down in Hastings, I had Auckland Dan Belden message me.
Oh, yeah.
saying like, oh, like come on up to Auckland next year, and
Mean.
I sort of wanted to go back to Northland.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, which is all good, and
Yeah.
I was like thinking I wanted to go a little bit closer to home. So I was like, yeah, Auckland seems like a good spot. And then because I'd already signed the academy, there's someone in the Blues just said, oh, you may as well just come up for the Blues 18 camp
Mean.
because like there's no point going in
Yeah.
like Hurricanes 18s
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
if I'm going to be in the Auckland region next year. So yeah, that's how I met. Like, obviously, that's how I met
Yeah,
you and a lot of
yeah.
the other boys. So that was
we-
like I think I'm pretty glad I did that. Yeah,
So we did that chocker week at Mags, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
that
bro,
was actually crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, that was probably one of the most tiring weeks of my life, bro. That
Bro, we were
actually
doing
a
like
fair
full
bit of-
contact, like
yeah.
day
That was a
before,
fair
like
bit of
two
training. Yeah. That's probably, that's right. That's probably where we first all met Batesy and all those guys, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Over at those Blues camps. So was it cool? Was it excited to know that you've? So did you sort that out before you even played at Hastings that season?
No. So I played a few. I think it was a few Super 8 games,
Oh,
and
man.
then I signed. But whenever the Blues 18s was, I must have already signed.
Oh,
before
man,
then. So,
yeah. Bro, that's mean, bro. So it kind of rolled in fast, the decision making. Like, I mean, you made the decision and it came quick. You're the fruits of it all, eh?
Yeah. Like it certainly did, bro. Yeah, it certainly did. Like, but I think I felt like it was the right thing for me too.
Yeah.
Like I did quite miss my family down in Hastings,
Yeah.
and if I wanted to stay down there, it would just be like sort of moving away
Yeah.
for good. But I was like, I think Auckland's a good balance. I wanted to study at the time too.
Yeah.
So I just thought like it all sort of made sense in my head.
Mean.
And it worked out well.
Yeah, 100%. And when you get those opportunities, like you have done, and like I know you do, you just took it and run, eh? And I mean, it's eventually into what it is today. At the end of that year, you do the Blues. How did that Blues kind of thing go for you? That 18s camp.
Yeah, like it was pretty cool. Like obviously it sort of felt like Hastings again because I didn't really know too many boys because obviously you guys all play each other in the 1A comp.
Yeah.
And I was a bit of a almost outsider coming in. I knew a couple of faces and stuff, but it wasn't.
You're probably actually playing against more guys than you knew.
Yeah, exactly. So we
Yeah.
played the Chiefs, and I was
Yeah.
like, well, I've been playing all these guys,
Yeah.
like normally, but that was cool. It was like eye-opening, and obviously I've made looking back at the team, like I was saying, like there's so many of the boys that are in it, which is pretty cool. And we won that game too.
Yeah.
He scored a try.
That was bro. That was so fun. I reckon that's definitely one of the funner things. Just because it's not because you go through it today. Like you're talking about real life pressure. It's a job. Playing for the Blues puts bread and butter on your table. At that time, it was just fun.
Yeah.
and it was just crack up, just meeting new
Bro,
guys and just
yeah.
having a crack.
Bro, I
It's
think-
super funny.
That's what's cool about how I like high school rugby is it actually looking back, it actually is so fun and
Yeah.
you obviously
Yeah.
think it's so serious at the time, but it's
100%. Yeah.
it's actually just fun. All the boys just trying to work together. And
Yeah, yeah.
especially when we can go to Blues 18s. There's actually I feel like the talents are really it's really on display. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like it's just pretty cool to play with such good players at that age. I think it's a cool initiative.
I reckon that's the downside of guys like me, especially because I wasn't that mature in school, and so especially when you go to a school like King's, it's like the pedestal of everything.
Yeah.
And so when you're in it, bro, you think you're the shit, bro.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
crazy. Just because the system's so good and the resources, just other schools wouldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
And then you come out and it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like that until you get to things like the Blues and you meet all these new guys. Obviously, where I meet you and all the other boys, that's when it gets fun as
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
You know?
yeah, it is.
And because that's the true essence of it all. That's the fruits of all the work that all of you guys put in. And that.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's what some of the issues are with schoolboy today is it is getting quite serious.
Yeah.
which is understandable. Obviously, when you're that age, you want to be taking it as serious as
Yeah,
possible. You want to be doing the
100%.
best you can, but when you sort of take a step back and think, oh, that's a time you should really be having fun with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. I think for us, The Saturday nights were pretty rowdy for schoolboys. Holy, bro. That's some freaking nasty ones for 16, 17, 18-year-olds, man. It's just crazy. When you moved back to Auckland straight after that year, where'd you go? Where'd you stay for first year academy?
I was in the hall, so I was studying. I did a year of like a year and a half of like sport and health.
Yeah.
And
What hall were you in? Just down there?
Yeah, I was in. I think it's just called University Towers.
Towers Hall. Yeah. Oh, main.
Yeah. So that was all good. I met my partner now in there.
Yeah.
And I made a couple mates and stuff. So that was like a good almost gap year,
That's
like to sort of get your feet in the ground a little bit. Yeah.
And what else did you do? Anything after Blues Day? Yeah, we didn't really do much because it was a weird year, eh?
Yeah, nah.
I don't even think
there was a school's like in-house camp, but I didn't make that. I didn't make the Barbarians.
That wasn't even like a big thing. That was just a COVID filler.
Yeah, so I didn't make that, which was like, I probably wasn't good enough to be fair.
Didn't mean anything anyway.
Like I was on the bench for the Blues 18s and stuff, but it just felt cool that
100%,
to be like, in there. Yeah.
And that's the reason you went down. You wanted the exposure and experience, and you got the fruits of what you wanted to do. And the reason for leaving. Obviously, pushing forward from there, you already signed with the academy. What did you do over their holiday? Like, were you kind of like, what was it up to? Was that like R&B season or?
Nah, but I remember I actually had a hairline fracture in my leg over that holiday. True. So I like couldn't do any running going into the academy. I couldn't do any running or like they literally said, nah, just like chill with it. And I was like, oh, sweet. So I low-key blew out over that summer. Yeah. Just because I like couldn't really do anything. I don't know what I was up to before. Like
just at home though.
Yeah, I think I was just up north. Probably just work, like doing some sort of work or I can't really all I remember is I was injured like that whole summer. So coming to academy, I was like so sloppy.
Really?
Bro. Yeah.
What'd you come back at? Do you remember?
Bro, I was like 119, bro. But my skinnies were like well over 100. Like I'm pretty sure my first skinnies were 140, bro. And I was like, remember asking her, I was like, was that good? And she's like,
no,
this is not good. So then I remember her saying like, oh, you just got to try get them under 100. But I was like, I was pretty sloppy because I was like, had the injury and stuff.
It must have turned around quick because I honestly don't even remember.
Yeah, that's what. Like I even look at photos. I'm like, surely that's not 140. But
I don't even remember.
I was looking at the because obviously we get our skin folds done, and my things are like way up here at the start.
Really?
And I've like come down quite a lot. Which
How
is
fast
cool.
did it drop? Honestly, like I honestly don't even remember you being chubby.
Yeah. So I dropped I went from like 119 or something to 110 that year. Right before 19s, before when I got COVID.
Oh yeah.
I was like 10 kilos lighter than what it was, and I was like way quite a lot skinnier. And then obviously COVID like pulled out that Auckland 19s and stuff, which we would have played together.
They chopped us out for months,
bro. Yeah. Oh, before that, sorry, that started that year. I did play a little Blues 20s. I was like sort of played off the bench.
Right,
for
yeah.
And that was pretty cool. Obviously playing with like another level up.
It was
almost.
like Joel Cobby and all those boys.
Yeah, those boys. Yeah, we had a pretty good team.
Wally.
Wally. Yeah. So no, that was a cool team to be a part of, and I think that sort of like gave me like something to aim for the next year, because I was thinking like, I really want to make New Zealand 20s. I feel like once you make that, then it's almost like the same level as NPC, and you can really get a foot in the door.
Yeah.
And I was quite aware that I was like not a well-known kid as well. Like obviously bouncing around a little bit, and obviously like Blues 20s the first year I didn't really do much. I was off the bench, and I think I maybe started one game, but it was still cool to be a part of. So I was really gunning for that 19s. That 19s gig we would have played together.
Yeah.
But then they got taken out by COVID. So I just shot back up north for it right before when all the COVID happened, because it was a few months that we were taken out for. And then bro, so I was messaging me and Jordan Hutchings just put in some work, bro.
Really?
Like it was actually like he lives like an hour away from me, and would like meet up in the middle and just like put ourselves like.
But that's probably the best decision you guys ever made,
bro. Genuine. And I was like, one of my boys had, because I didn't want to pay for the gym up there. So I'd sneak in late at night, go to the gym and stuff, and I feel like I like probably put like a lot of size back on, but it was like good size. So I went from like out of shape to skinny, and then I started like putting on some good size. So I feel like that block, like obviously not ideal. You want to be playing 19s and stuff, but
100%.
I think I got really physically, like I feel like it was a big like building block for me.
That's probably like 2-3 months of hard work then.
Bro, it genuinely was, and it kept getting pushed back. So we're thinking, oh yeah, like we're gonna have 19s in a couple of weeks, and then just got pushed back. So it was still like we were still really motivated for it. So it was like, I think that was actually like, shout out to Jordan. Me and him put some
Bro, that's
sessions.
gone,
Yeah,
eh?
yeah,
That-
yeah.
Bro, that's so worth it because I came back and I lost a Wardy and a Bronco, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro, I remember-
I wasn't doing anything, bro, over that break, eh?
Bro, I remember because you know how Geordie's like unreal at Broncos? Like he runs, I don't know, what, 4:30 or something. And I remember saying to him like, oh, bro, like, can you like help me with mine?
Yeah.
And I got him to like run, like I'd do the first count and he'd like run next to me with a timer, like
Oh,
stuff like
man,
that, bro. Like
yeah.
we'll just be trying to help each other out.
Holy, bro, that's so, I didn't know that, eh? That's gangster
yeah.
that you guys did that.
And we, just like doing some gym sessions and stuff. And I think that this was like, looking back, it's kind of a cool block, you know? Yeah.
But that's probably where a lot of your career's kind of been built off. I mean, because that's also before you came back as a leader for the next Blues 20s.
Yeah.
And it's also before the off season for that summer.
Yeah, bro.
You're already in.
Yeah. Like I reckon I probably
best
put,
shape, eh?
I don't know, like my squat definitely went up heaps, bro. Like in that period. Yeah.
So I've got a video of you. I think you're hitting 210s. Was it 190 to
Yeah, when I
2?
came back, I think I was like, over the
Wow,
200 club. So like it was pretty. I think in that block, I think I just like me and Jordy just went at it. To be fair, yeah.
You're definitely, I reckon, attitude wise, 100%. You're in the top 1 to 3 boys, like locked mentally.
Yeah,
And
appreciate
academy.
that.
What do you reckon kind of had that for you? Is that just your mentality for everything? You're either all in or out.
Yeah, I don't know. I think because maybe when I was younger, I didn't like. I feel like I didn't expect to be here. So I feel like because I'm here, I feel like I just want to like make the most of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%.
So yeah, and I think I also like competing.
Yeah.
I like trying to like
Yeah, you do, bro.
yeah, I like working hard like with myself, and then also just trying to compete with others. I think I'm kind of a simple guy, and I think that what sort of works for me.
I vividly remember we were in a testing day, and I think this was just after what was our first S&C, the English guy that left? Do you remember his name? Do you remember the English guy I'm talking about?
With the bald hair.
No, he had like the English accent. When we very first got to academy.
Oh, Downsy,
Yeah,
bro. Yes,
so
yes,
it was
yes,
Downsy just left, and we were kind of being an interim, and then I think Scotty came in after.
Scotty Crawford, yeah.
So Scotty Crawford came in, and that's when like our programs kind of really changed, and almost became like the lifting kind of got a bit heavier. But I remember we had a testing there. It was Scotty's first one, and he really wanted to put us through the ringer.
Yeah.
But it was you and Alec.
Yeah.
And I remember you guys were in the racks right next to each other on the left side where the mirror was.
Yeah.
And Ale chucks on. I remember watching you because I was squatting for you, I think. And I was squatting for you. And you looked over and he had 2 5s on either side. And he goes, "Oh, Ronnie, go put a 5 on." I was like, oh, shit.
Nah, bro. I remember, like, I think me and Ali had a good relationship like
Yeah.
that. Like, I love Ali, like, and hopefully he's doing well in over in Sydney. But like, I remember I first came in, and like the first day we were squatting and stuff. Like the boys were like you could tell the boys who had been in the system and who hadn't.
100%.
Like I didn't squat very much that day, but the first day I remember he was squatting like over 200, and I was like, bro, this guy's like a beast. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I just thought like, man, it'd be cool to like, you know, try like that's something cool to work towards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So. Like he was actually like he was a good person to train with. And
Do you still compete heavily, like even today, like in at the Blues gym and stuff?
yeah, I think so. Like in your own ways, yeah,
100%. Yeah, mentally, what was it like, bro? I mean, first year, obviously you're super locked in. What was like? Did you have any big challenges or setbacks other than injury during that first year?
The first year was obviously like like getting my body right because it wasn't in a good spot. And then I think just COVID, like, obviously everyone was dealing with it, but like the bit of head noise around that, was probably a big thing. Yeah. And then once I came back from that year, like Blues 20 was a massive goal, and like I really wanted to make that New Zealand 20 team, like I said. Yeah. So I was like, me and Sam, we were like working for like Kmart, like unloading like shipping containers.
Really?
Bro, yeah.
When was that?
This is like over the summer, so it would have been from like
of 21.
Yeah.
Shit.
So like I don't know, maybe like a few months from maybe December to whenever uni started back up. And I like, bro, that was actual hard mahi. Me and Sam, we were living together. We would like get up at 5, like drive out there, it was actually hard like work, bro, like lifting, you know, those kind of stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like you know how it's in a box. Like,
there's boxes.
unloading it
pretty
from a
heavy.
shipping container. Yeah. And then go to academy training afterwards. Yeah. So it was pretty like I remember me and Sam used to like take turns driving out there so the other one could like sleep on the way back. But now that like even doing that, I just thought like, bro, I want to make sure.
Was the bridge at this time or not?
Yeah. This is back at the bridge.
Lord,
and we were like, I remember thinking like, bro, I've got to make this rugby stuff work because I wasn't really loving uni.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want to be doing
like,
this.
I ain't doing this.
Yeah, I was like, bro,
yeah.
this is a summer job and it's like tough mahi. But I was like, I got to try and make this rugby.
Bro, I didn't actually know you guys were doing all that. I mean, that's some... No wonder why you guys grinded that hard.
Yeah.
Like, you guys really stuck in there, and kept it consistent. I mean, I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah,
I remember in that COVID phase, I honestly wasn't doing anything. I remember when they used to send out the WhatsApp things.
Yeah.
And it was like they had the different clubs.
Yeah.
I was the only back in the fatty stage. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I remember our battles, and then now that I know you guys were all locked in.
Yeah, no, it's funny. Like
like
with those WhatsApp chats, we used to have like send photos
bro.
of like doing trainings. And
You
stuff.
guys are just wired differently. You boys that are stuck in it, and it's mean to see, bro. Because like now, I think I'm really understanding the fruits of how hard you guys worked for all that. I mean, I think there's such a range of guys that like turn up just to turn up.
Yeah,
and there's guys that turn up to compete. You guys really showed that difference. I mean, you and Jordy and then Sammy working that summer.
Yeah,
there's probably nothing worse than Devanning.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, that's we were
tough
like,
mahi, bro, and even the people we were working with, like I remember them like chirping us like, "You boys are rugby players. Why are we lifting more than you, bro?" And I was like, "Oh, like, I was like, bro, we gotta train you up for this." But I was like, I just like keep my mouth shut. Just, bro, Safai worked there too. Safai was actually our manager.
Really?
Yeah, Safai was our manager for me and Sam. Yeah, and look at him now, bro. He's like obviously doing NZ7 and stuff. So,
bro, that's crazy.
It was a tough summer, bro. But looking back, like I think it's
Yeah, well, it probably got you a bit fit as well.
Bro, for sure, being on your feet all day and...
It's pretty much maintenance work, eh? Doing all that. Going into that summer, you come back. You guys are still at the bridge for year 2, I remember. Yeah, still at the bridge for year 2. So it's you, Geordie, Leo, Sam?
Yeah. So me, Geordie, Sam, and then we had Christian Stenhouse who was in there too.
Oh, Stenny, that's who was in there as well.
Yeah. So,
oh my lord.
Yeah, that guy knows how to train hard.
By the book.
That guy knows how to train hard, man.
Where is he now, Stenny? Japan?
I heard he's with like doing something with Harbour at the moment.
I remember seeing his picture on a Japanese team. Eh?
Oh,
true. It might have been last year or the year before. I'm not sure if I remember. But you Bridge boys all worked hard. Like you guys were pretty tough mahi. What was it like living at the bridge with all those boys?
Nah, it was cool. Like great memories, eh? Like sometimes just like the Snapchat memories pop up. And just
you remember when you guys all got COVID?
Yeah.
And I dropped off of the boxes.
That's right, man. COVID testing boxes.
Side note, we had like a WhatsApp chat, and I remember we had a manager, Wardy, Brent Ward, shout out Wardy. He sent through and he was like, "Oh, Bridge boys won't be at training for the next 2 weeks out with COVID." And then all these guys were sitting through. We had like a separate group chat. I think it was a Snapchat, and these boys were like, "What do you want to drink? Anyone want to drop off some boxes?" So I was close by, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll do it." So I went to the liquor store. I bought about 8 boxes of piss, all 2-4s as well. Dropped it off outside there, flat in Avondale at the bridge, and these boys are all sitting there like dogs waiting for dinner at the windowsill. Just about to have a massive piss up.
Yeah, it must have been real sick with COVID.
Bro, that was so funny, man. That time, like you boys
are
good. That was that's so fun now. Now that I think back to how good our cohort was.
Yeah, for sure.
Our 2 years.
Bro, I always think about it too. Like our academy, I reckon, is actually unreal. Like it's got to be one of the best going around. Like even just like the lads, like as they were, but like to look at where some of the boys are now, and even some of the boys who haven't really had the opportunity at the next level, like boys like Quinton and Sam, who you just know how good they are, and they're gonna get that opportunity.
Right there,
bro. And all it takes is like one opportunity, and they're gonna be like
I reckon there's all those other boys as well. Like if you look at other guys, Liam. So there's like Liam, guys like Brady. So he's just finished uni as well, and he's working at ANZ. And he's grinding out. Basin just finished uni as well. I'm not sure what he graduated. I haven't talked to that guy in ages. And then there's... Who else was there in our cohort?
But we had like, obviously Wally, Fihi, like
Wally,
Tangi.
Fihi, oh, Lord.
Bro, there's obviously a couple boys in this. Bro,
holy moly.
Pretty impressive, bro. Ali, he's with the Waratahs and stuff like we were saying.
So gangster. Yeah, but we had so much. I reckon I had heaps of fun in our 2 years.
Yeah,
like
sure.
I reckon our boys it was a mean ass group of lads, especially going into that second year. So you guys worked. You come back preseason.
Yeah,
you guys are hissing fitness wise. You know. I mean, you established it quite early that second year academy was going to be your year. When did it kind of settle in for you that that 20s thing's coming around the corner, Blues 20s is coming around the corner, like you wanted to really knuckle down for that?
Yeah, I remember I really wanted an NDC with the Blues that year. Like that was like a really big focus of mine, but I didn't get it. which is like probably fair enough. I don't like yours. They give it to Alan, who played NPC.
Just for you guys, that's a development contract with the Super.
So Alan, he probably deserved it. But that's something I was really gunning for. So I was a little bit disappointed when I didn't get that. But I sort of like just thought, I'm gonna have to do it. I remember same thing as Wally. Wally didn't get an NDC that year. They gave it to Clayton, who's obviously a freak as well. So I remember just thinking like, we're just gonna have to do this, like do this the hard way, like go through the academy and just make sure that 20s tournament, like I just like gave it everything.
And then you play the 20s tournament, and you had that one goal at the back of your mind the whole time. You definitely had it before the day you got in. That you wanted to be in the New Zealand 20s side. You play a killer Blues 20s tournament that year down in Taupo. What's his name? The Shaw SNC trainer.
Oh, Ricky.
Yeah. So Ricky had us in the ice.
He's looking after us.
Ice down there. Boys are getting recovered, but you obviously kill it. And when did you finally hear the call that you'll get up there for your big goal?
Like I wasn't sure after the tournament. I was like, because obviously there's heaps of good locks my age too. So I was thinking, I probably haven't done enough. But I was like I gave it a crack. That was the most I could do. I don't know. It must have been couple of weeks afterwards. I reckon. I remember it was at the bridge. And we were all expecting we were all hoping to get calls because I think we were all there or thereabouts. And then I remember I got a call from someone at the Blues saying like, have you got a call yet? And I was like, oh nah. But then it was kind of good because he was saying like, oh, you're going to be getting a call.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So you kind of knew.
So I was like, I must have made it. And then I went to sleep that night. Like obviously the boys were happy as for me. I told them about it. And I went to sleep that night, and then I always put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
Oh, yeah.
So I woke up in the morning, and I had all these missed calls from like unknown number, and I was like, "Oh shit, this must be like." And it was Tom Donnelly, our 20s coach, like just saying obviously like he'd made it, and I was like pretty happy. I was stoked, bro. Yeah.
And I reckon one of the coolest things about that is I do reckon the moments that actually made that possible for you was probably in COVID, and probably in the summer, not the summer where you're injured before you went into academy, but all those little moments where you competed in academy, those times where you're at work, 5 a.m. switching the drive. I mean, that's actually like, honestly, bro, those are the times where you're like, especially like when you talk about things like mental fortitude and stuff like that, freaking you're locked in so much. And like, honestly, it's cool for me to listen to that because I didn't know you guys were doing all that. I had no clue. All I knew was go to academy and just message you guys on the weekend to see where we were drinking.
Yeah, so it was like, obviously it's hard to know at the time, but I think obviously we had a great team too.
Yeah.
I think like a lot of credits. Bro, to have only 2 boys make that New Zealand 20s team, I reckon that was like kind of crazy. Like I think we were like actually such a good team. Obviously understood each other like really well. And I think it's we didn't win every game obviously, but I think we had some good performances, which, meant that you can just, you're a bit more, a bit more of a selection chance,
What kind of was George Bell in that team?
Yeah, George. I think George he was captain. Right. We had quite a good team. Obviously, Wally, guys like that. Yeah,
Essendon was supposed to come down, then he got injured.
Yeah, he did, bro.
Basketball.
That's right, bro.
He was playing b-ball.
Oh,
I reckon your team was so. And then that's also excluding the boys that had to go to sevens.
Yeah.
Like Fehi and Tony were out at sevens.
I think they when they named the team, they said, not available due to sevens. So I think they would have been in it.
Stacked.
Too, yeah.
So what was it like, bro? What did you do for that year? Where'd you guys play?
It was just in the Sunshine Coast.
Yeah.
So it was COVID again, so there was no World Cup.
Yeah.
But I remember just being like quite nervous for I sort of looking back, I probably just kept to myself too much. I didn't really know too many other boys, and I kind of did feel like, I don't know. I think I should have maybe been a bit more out there, but I think I was just really focused on trying to play well.
Yeah.
And make get my foot in the door sort of thing. I roomed with Wally, like me and Wally, the only 2 Blues boys, so I roomed with Wally quite a lot. I think he was like learned a lot from him, you know what I mean? But no, it was cool. It was a cool 20s campaign, and I think I learned a lot from the whole thing. Yeah.
What would you say you're more? Are you quite a process driven person, or would you say you're more routine based? Like, what kind of player do you think you are outside of on your process during the week?
Yeah, I think I have a few things in the week that I like to tick off.
Yeah.
For me, I think I play the best when things are simple for me. Like
nice.
I think once I'm simple and I'm clear, I think that's when I play my best. So, obviously it's not like that every weekend. There's things that pop up which can rattle you, and all the boys, I still get rattled. So, but I think it's just obviously trying to have a good routine and then just changing it when when things need to be changed.
Just trying to adapt there, I guess, in a fast changing environment. So how long was that 20s campaign in 2022?
It's hard to remember exactly. I remember we spent a few weeks in New Zealand in Hastings, and then we went over there and played 3 games. So I don't know how long that would have been. Yeah.
And so you come back. Did you have anything lined up with NPC when you came back, or did you just kind of know you would end up being?
I think once I made New Zealand 20s, I think they were sort of said, okay, we'll get you in on a PEDC, or maybe I even signed for the next 2 years after that. I think, yeah.
I mean, with NPC.
So with NPC. So I came back. And like I was saying before, I think once you're in that New Zealand 20 space, you're pretty close to NPC, depending on positions and obviously.
100%.
So I debuted. It was weird. A Storm Week round 1.
Yep.
I debuted against Manawatu. Me and Sam, and a couple other boys. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, it was actually like when I found out I was debuting, I was like,
it must have all come around quite fast, eh?
That's it, bro. 2022. I think like 2021 was like a year of a lot of hard work and like not really seeing the fruits of it. And then in 2022, I think a few things sort of happened for me. And then so I played round 1. Thanks, obviously, like Ice and Beatty picking me. And then I spent a few weeks back with the Bees.
Yep.
Because there's a couple like locks ahead of me and stuff.
Yep.
And then I think round 6 or 7, there must have been an injury, and I just came back in and played the rest of the season. It was a pretty cool campaign. I think we lost in the semis, but it was a cool group.
Bro,
to be a
that's
part of.
missing out. So what happens there? So you go NPC. When did you start hearing any whispers for like blues and stuff in that?
So the year after I went on an NDC. So I got an NDC as a 21-year-old, which is like they don't do that too often.
Nah, hell no.
So like obviously it would have been like it was pretty cool to get that.
Yeah.
That was like kind of goal I had from the year before. So to get a year.
So was the
later,
NDC development contract with the Blues? Is that full time?
Yeah. It's like it was pretty much full time. I think. It's the pay's like it's not a lot of pay. But I think it's basically like full time. The
experience is probably more under your belt.
It's more the full experience.
Yeah, 100%. And so in 2023, what did your kind of regime look like? So training with the Blues, obviously.
Yeah,
and then anything out of that, like club or?
I think I played a few games for GTEC.
Yeah, GTEC.
So shout out to GTEC. Great club, one of the greats. So I think I played a couple games for GTEC. And then I was on an NDC. I remember I tore my calf actually, so I was out for quite a few weeks of that first block.
Yeah.
And then just going into NPC into the year, I was thinking like, I remember someone was leaving the Blues, so I was sort of thinking like, okay, there's probably going to be a spot here, and they sort of told me, it's between you and a couple other boys, so if you have a good NPC, there could be a spot available for you the year after. So sort of just try to work out of the NPC, and was grateful enough to be given that. Was lucky enough to be given that spot. Yeah,
2023, is that the kind of the first full year that wasn't affected by COVID as well? Was it? It might have been. I think it was. And so you're playing in GTEC. You've done 20s the year before, Blues 20s. You've already ticked off your NPC debut. What did it feel like mentally for you? Like, where did you feel like you're at position-wise, like, in your career?
No, I think I was like, I pretty excited to be in the Blues space, to be fair. Like, obviously, some boys probably thinking, you're 21 as an NDC, like you sort of might be a little bit behind or whatever. But I remember just being real excited to be a part of the group and like learn off some pretty cool people. So I remember I had a lot of motivation that year, and I was pretty excited and just aware that I wanted to make it to be there full time the year afterwards. So I just had a big emphasis on the NPC season. Yeah,
100%. And how did that NPC season go? Was that 2023?
Yeah, it was. I think I had an okay season.
You got a couple tries, in that NPC.
Yeah, I think I might have. That was. Yeah, I think it was a good season. I'm not sure where we finished.
But was that like the?
We lost in the quarterfinal.
That's right. Yeah. Who were your locks that you were in that department with?
I think we had Paddy bouncing in and out.
Yeah.
Hamish Dazelle.
Was it Annandale?
Yeah, Ed was there too. So we had a bit of a mix. Yeah.
I mean,
but it was
that experience under Paddy even then would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember. I like the year before. Because Paddy was bouncing back with the All Blacks, and I remember I roomed with him like that week of the semi-finals, and I was like,
True.
this is like, this is like Patrick.
Bro, that would have been mean.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
did you tell him, oh, I know Tito.
I know, bro, that's what I was like. Yeah, that's another person we forgot as well, Tito.
Yeah,
He's doing well from our academy. But yeah, I was like, I'm friends with Tito.
Well, we would have. I remember when we first went as well. Big Hampton was in there.
Yeah.
And Hammy was like, I remember going in one day, and all I hear is, you know how you got those lifting pads, and you drop the weights on them. All I hear is boom.
Bro.
He had like 4 blues on the side of
Bro,
the
I remember like they used to have all the records up on.
Oh,
bro,
yeah,
and
that's
also,
right.
I'm pretty sure like Hampton had
All
most of
Hampton.
them. I was like, bro, yeah.
It's actually crazy, bro. You go through that year. You obviously earned full time the year after, which is last year.
Yeah.
What was it like for you, bro, to earn that full time contract in the blue system?
Yeah, bro. I still remember where I was. I was sitting outside my partner Ruby's house.
Yeah.
And I got the call from the agent because they were sort of saying, it's between you and a few guys.
Yeah.
So I was like kind of aware that it was approaching, like whether I was gonna make it or whether I was not. So I remember it being really stressful because it was something I really wanted. So I'm sure everyone else can attest to it around me. Like I was probably pretty stressed. And
When you say stressful, do you mean like you're just like mentally like just constantly thinking about?
yeah, just constantly think about it, which is like I probably do overthink things sometimes. On the best days. So I remember just being like stressed about it, and probably people around me thinking like, this is all this guy thinks about. But like I remember when I got that phone call saying like, they're gonna offer you a draft, and I was like, bro, this is like unreal. Like I was so happy, bro. Like I called my parents up, like seeing their reaction and stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
So you've signed. When you signed last year, the full time, was that 3 years?
No, that was just the 1 year. That was a 1 year draft.
Oh, okay. So it's just the 1 year, but now you're signed through to 2027.
So then I remember we had Vern coming in to be our coach.
Right.
And I wanted to make try to make like a good first impression.
Yeah.
And then we played a couple preseason games over in Japan.
Yeah.
So we had that Japan trip, which
Leo
was
came with you guys.
Yeah,
that's right.
Leo came with us. So that was a pretty cool trip. And I remember I started the second game and played like I was pretty happy with how I played.
Yeah.
And then I got back to New Zealand and they offered a 3-year contract. So I was like, bro, it was different to the first one because it was unexpected. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I hadn't really done almost anything yet, but it was like, that was a real relief because I really wanted, like, I feel like I love the Blues and I've always supported the Blues growing up, and I feel like it's a club that, I've always looked up to. So when you see a piece of paper saying they want you for 3 years, it's like, bro, it's like, it's unreal.
Yeah, I guess it's probably the same as those other moments where, like, well, I think more importantly now you're set for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
And because I think what eliminates for you as well is the financial stress as well, which I think will probably weigh a lot of players down, especially the ones that are fringe players.
For sure, bro.
Because you're trying to balance like you did in that summer work and training and stuff like that.
I think the security of a longer term deal was quite attractive to me. Yeah. Like I was like, man, like, well, I would have signed anything to be fair, but like. Yeah, I remember just thinking like, man, this is so cool.
Oh, that's that's so gangster. So let's talk about your debut then, bro. When did you fully debut for the Blues?
Yeah, so we came back after that Japan tour. I was like, obviously riding a massive high. Just put the obviously just try to re-sign me. And then round 1 was in Whangarei against the Draw. Yeah, which is like obviously being from Whangarei, home debut. I was sort of thinking like, I didn't really think there was a chance I was going to play because I was young. There was good players ahead of me. But there's a couple injuries, and then I sort of like, on that Monday, they put the team up, and I just saw us starting. I was like, holy, like I hadn't even like really like, you know how I feel like I'm quite a goal oriented. I feel like I didn't even have it down as a goal because I didn't expect myself to be in that spot. Wow. So once I saw that, I was like, holy, like this is actually like, I'm actually gonna start like play for the Blues in the game. It was actually crazy, and then to see how it was like lined up in Whangarei. Like the last time they played in Whangarei was, I think it was 2011. So what's that, 13-year gap?
It just happened to be your...
And I know, and it happened to be my debut. Sick, a kid, like someone from Whangarei. And I was at the last game, that they were at in Whangarei. Like, it honestly felt like it couldn't have been better for me. Like, I couldn't have been scripted out better for me. That week though, I remember being so stressed, bro.
Oh, really?
Like, I was like so red. Like, I remember I had, I feel like I kind of like keeping to myself a little bit and having like the media. I had like a media scrum, bro, and I was like, I remember it was the Thursday training, and that's all I could think about. It was like them like coming to talk to me and like people like messaging me and stuff. Like obviously it was really appreciated. Everyone wishing you good luck and stuff.
The limelight of a
it was a lot, bro, and especially being in Whangarei, I was like, bro, can I just focus on carrying the ball. And
did you find it like draining, like mentally draining or something, or just a lot of pressure?
It was just. I remember just being a lot. And I remember even when I was being out there, like I just wanted to play well so bad. I think I probably put too much like pressure on myself. But looking back now, once the pressure's off, I think, man, that's pretty cool. But I remember at the time, I was thinking like, I just really wanted to play well, and so I could, like keep playing for the Blues. Like didn't want it to be a one-off. But yeah, like it was pretty cool. I remember they had some Whangarei boys here, captain's run, so it was like, let's go chop it up with them, and like it was actually like looking back, it's kind of crazy how it worked out. Yeah.
Bro, you've built everything brick by brick over the last couple of years, like, and you've established yourself as a Blues player now, and it's, it used to be like, I remember when you first started playing for the Blues, I remember every week when the list come out, I would go on just so hoping that I see your name. Now it's like, oh yeah, Josh is in. Yeah, Josh is in. But like, you know what I mean? And now you're sitting here and you've played, how many caps have you done for the Blues now?
I got my blazer a couple of weeks ago, which was 20. So
so 20, you got amassed over
20-something,
20-something games. You're sitting here, you're in a good position. How does it feel now? Like, where you're at now in your footy career? How are you feeling?
I think it's cool. Like, obviously I'm pretty like appreciative of how everything's worked out, but I think it's also like now I'm here, I just want to make the most of it. You know what I mean?
100%.
I'm just trying to make the most of it, and I think, like I was saying before, I enjoy working hard and I enjoy trying to improve at things. So that's what me at the moment. Obviously got away from the complete player, so I'm just trying to build my game, learn as much as I can, and and also trying to enjoy it too, which is like something that I don't always do all the time.
No, 100%, Bred. All right, before we go into some of these other questions, bro, the fan questions and the fan questions. Let's go. You said it before, and it was something that I laughed at because I think it's such a you thing to say. But you said, "I wish I could talk to that younger person, like the younger Joshy."
Yeah.
There'll be heaps of players in this, and like there'll be young players that watch this. Because I knew when just down in Dunners when I said you were coming on next, heaps of the younger guys knew you. And then there'll also be a lot of fringe guys that probably there or thereabouts that are gonna watch this. For guys that are just stuck, well, not necessarily stuck, but for guys that just about there, or maybe they're starting to lose a passion or discipline, what would you say to someone, especially like that, that just needs that little boost or that little bit of self-belief?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I don't know if I'm the most inspiring speaker and stuff, but I think what's worked for me is like I was saying before, just working hard and trying to enjoy getting better at it. So I feel if someone's in that spot, just enjoy working hard and just try to keep improving. And obviously it's worked out well for me. I've been given lots of opportunities, through other boys being injured, myself remaining healthy, selection, like the list goes on, good people around me. So it's hard for me to be, I don't know, inspiring or like tell the people what they should do, what they shouldn't do. But that's what's worked for me. So if someone can take that, then hope it works for them.
100%. When you're on the fourth rep of a Bronco, you can't breathe. What are you thinking about?
Surely this isn't 6 minutes in. Nah, I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Just go.
Just try to remember Jordan Hutchings with his timer next to me.
Just watch his ghost next to you.
I don't know. Just go hard. Just push it. There's no.
That's fine. Sweet. We're gonna finish off now, bro. But we're gonna go to these fan questions. I'll get started on the first one. Do you like bodybuilders?
Who said that, bro?
Oh, I forgot to write down the. Actually, you know what? I can read it straight from the IG because honestly, I was getting some funny ass questions. All right, let's go to Beehre. Oh yeah. Oh Lord, there's actually so it's Tino.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Tino? Yeah. 6 minute mile, bro. 6 minute mile.
The next one. Why does his NRL fantasy team suck?
Oh, bro. That's one thing I won't stand for. That's one thing I won't stand for, bro.
Who's your 6 and 7?
I'm at the moment. I'm running. This weekend I got Fogarty and Savala probably. Yeah, just obviously with the bye week.
Yeah, fair enough.
No, there's a lot of fantasy chat going around. So.
Yeah, bro, it's good, eh? Yeah, it's looking good. The season's good. Oh, it's gonna be interesting over the next couple because it's Origin. Yeah. This next one. Who's his biggest idol and why is it Josh Fusitua?
Oh my god. It's not Josh Fusitua.
Explain why your middle name is Robert.
Is that Sai?
Yeah.
So Sai actually runs a fan page, guys, on Instagram. You're gonna have to search it up.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Who's got the fattest ass in the team and why is it Josh Beehre? Josh Beehre.
Bro, I was waiting for some of these, bro.
Oh my god.
No comment, bro. No comment.
Are you actually packing back there? Are you? I haven't noticed that. Can you give us a breakdown on Takapuna premieres? Bro, what I
Chick
said?
Sire's fan page, bro. Chick Sire's fan page.
Bro. I actually will now. Bro. Who's the strongest in the Blues?
Strongest?
Yeah.
Well, like obviously all the props are pretty their numbers are pretty good. I don't know, guys like Marcel, Hamden, Benaki, bro. Benaki's got a good squat.
True.
Yeah, probably mostly the props. Yeah.
It finished. Why is it the guy who runs content? Sorry again.
Yeah.
Best memory at Hastings boys as a year 14.
Hastings boys, bro. I was like, Hastings was, like I say, it was unreal for me. I was like, living the dream, bro, pretty much. Like, did like 2 classes.
So were you with Coops then as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Coops
that's
is
why.
like year 12, bro. Yeah. Not hanging out with that guy, bro. Not hanging out with that guy.
I love that dude. Hey, Coops, not gonna lie, my sister's got a wedding soon. We wouldn't mind some 1s and 2s, G.
Oh yeah, he's running a Portaloo.
Yeah, shout out to Cooper Flanders. Go if you guys need a Portaloos. The guy's an A1 Portaloo cleaner, and he'll give you some good Portaloos.
That's what they're saying, bro. That's what they're saying. Bro, he should sponsor the podcast, right? That's what he should be.
So how was it when you guys beat Westlake?
Bro, that like, I know it seems dry. Like I know I take the piss out of Tangi for it, but like that was actually an unreal day. Like,
yeah.
I remember it was a Friday because I think Westlake had their ball the day after.
So they made it earlier.
So we were expecting our whole school to be out there,
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
But it was like pouring down. One of the worst games of like it was just pouring down. But we still had some people like still watching. I remember just thinking like, bro, those guys are like,
artsy.
those are our supporters for real. And I remember we beat them like 14-5. I remember Jock and that was playing like, and it was just such a good feeling. I don't know why, but it just was such a good feeling. I remember I was working at Domino's. I was supposed to go to like a shift after that night. I called it and I was like, I'm not going to work. And we just went up to, I think it was actually one of the boys' houses, and we just all celebrated as a team. Yeah, it was mean, bro.
That's gangster. Who was your favorite teammate at Hastings boys?
It's hard to single them out, but like all the boys at Hastings, I really enjoyed. I'm not gonna say Cooper if it was Cooper.
Nah, that was Kaiho asked.
Oh yeah, Kaiho, yeah. He'll be up there, bro. Like I think because there's a couple of us year 14s.
Oh yeah.
So Andrew Hayward who's gone to Japan.
Yeah.
Another
I remember
boy,
Andrew. I remember
who's gone to
Andy,
Japan. Then Kai. Yeah, like it was a pretty bro. It was a cool time at Hastings.
Kaiho asked, did you use Cooper Flanders' mindset to create a name for yourself?
I don't know what to tell you about that.
Who's the coach you had growing up that had the biggest impact on your career?
That's a good question. I feel like I've had like some unreal coaches. Like obviously when you're younger, I feel like that's mainly the bros' dad. I had one of the boys' dads who coached me for a little bit. Shout out to Webby. But then I think like my coaches at Hastings, like I said, Tawhai, Carl Lowe, and then even like into the academy and stuff. I think like Beatty, I think he's real good for it. Ice obviously gave me opportunity with Auckland and stuff. And then even now I'm working with Fish, Paul Tito. I think he's been really good for me. VC, Vern is like, I think I've just been pretty blessed with coaches there, to be fair. Yeah,
keeping you rolling, eh? Who was your favourite flatmate at the Clink?
Ethan Pons, probably. I don't know if you know him as like a non-rugby player, but probably him.
Nice.
I'm sure Byron or Sam.
Yeah, Byron asked that.
So I was trying to fish right there, but shout out to Ponzi.
Have you ever played with Bongi?
Oh, is that Mills? Yeah, I played against them on Saturday, bro, and they dropped us off. So.
Is that what he said? Oh, right. Now this is questions. Who was your favorite flatmate?
My favorite flatmate, probably have to say my girlfriend. We got. I even right now, bro. I got a good flat. Like I got like good people in it. Yeah, like I was saying before, Leo and and Mido and Joel, couple others.
Phoebe and Mido.
So I got a cool flat, bro.
Bro, that's hissing. And then there was the it's Cooper again.
Oh my gosh,
was education a big part of why you did year 14?
Yeah, bro. That was the biggest reason I went to Hastings.
For
sure. Was Education, bro.
Oh, bro, what a potty, G. That's hissing, eh? Thanks for coming on, bro. Grateful as.
No
Bro,
worries,
hearing
bro.
that was actually sick. Like, honestly, I did not know you guys grinded that hard.
Yeah, nah, it's
bro,
cool.
they're well deserved. Like, your career is well deserved, bro. I'm looking forward to watching you. Actually, before we go, what's your next, like, what's the, I'm pretty sure I know what your answer's going to be, but what's the long-term goal? Like, what's your big goal?
I think every kid's goal is probably like the black jersey, and I think I'd be lying if I said that wasn't one of mine.
100%.
But I understand I'm probably not there yet. So I feel like I just want to keep doing what's been working for me, and that's working hard and trying to get better. So I think that's probably where I'm at the moment. Yeah,
100%,
yeah,
brother. No, proud of you, bro. Stay working.
That.
We'll be there. If you see this guy at Viaduct, just
You won't see me at Viaduct.
Just don't worry.
You won't see me at Viaduct.
That's the episode, guys. Thanks for tuning in to the Hit Like Us. My boy Josh Beehre. Make sure you guys support him. Go over to his IG, give him a follow, and keep following him on his massive career. Man's gonna be there real soon. Appreciate you, my boy.